I'm Leon Thomas, and you're here to watch the Referral Source with John Waller. We're here every Monday at 3:30. I'm Leon Thomas. Welcome to the Referral Source.
It's time to grow your business and help others grow theirs. Welcome to the Referral Source.
Welcome again to the Referral Source. I'm Leon Thomas, the co-host of the show. This is episode 5 of the Referral Source. We're here every Monday at 3:30 Eastern. That means if you're in California, it's 12:30 and you're watching the Referral Source, and we're glad that you're watching it. Or some of you may watch a replay of the Referral Source some other time during the week. And either way, we're happy that you are watching the show. Let's bring on the Referral Source founder and co-host John Waller. Let's bring him in on the screen. John, how you doing?
LT, unbelievable. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm good. I got my shades. Are these shades or sunglasses? What are they? They're shades. They're shades. Now, what's a sunglass? What's that?
Oh, that's last century. I don't know.
Oh, so if I want to be hip, I got to call them shades.
Darn Skippy.
I'm with you. I got my shades on, John.
Right next to me, yeah.
So, John, what's the significance of these shades? Why do I need to wear them? Tell everybody what's going on.
When you wear shades, you're telling the planet and the universe that your future is so bright, you've got to wear shades.
Gotta wear shades. I gotta wear shades. However, I might have to take them off because I want to make sure I'm looking at the camera. I can hardly see it. These are like some seriously dark shades.
That's because you've got seriously dark shades. It's all about the quant.
It's all about, or they're dirty. I don't know which one it is, but
you've got people in the dojo there that clean them for you.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. So, John, before we bring on Coach Mike as our first guest, tell everyone what's the premise behind the show. I know this is episode 5, but for some, this might be the first show that they've watched. Go ahead and take a minute or so and tell everyone the premise behind the show and why we're doing this.
It's the first one, and it's like today is the first day of the rest of your life, so you got to get into it. And the premise behind it is to helping folks with their business, to network, to connect, and to teach people that that's what networking is all about. It isn't about who you're selling products or services to. It's about connecting. It's always about connecting. Connected with somebody today on the phone and talk about interesting. He's going to be a guest in November on the show, and interesting. I was introduced to him by somebody that worked for an on-hold company I worked for back in 1997. We connect on the phone today. And when I was 10, I lived in England. He lived in England when he was a kid for 9 years. We just connected. Just some people, it's unbelievable the way you connect when you first talk to somebody. And that's what this thing is all about. Referring people, getting to know people, and having the relationships. LT, that's how we met. And that's what this is all about, is helping other people. That's how I met Coach Mike several years ago, and James from meetingmite.com. It's not an Australian company, but I love to have that meetingmate.com slant. Yeah, that's what this is all about, is helping other people get out of their own way and to network. And you want to find out some tips and tricks from me on how to be a connector in a networking meeting, a mixer, send me an email to theonholdguy@gmail.com. We can set up a phone call and I can help you out with that.
All right, great. I love it. So, Mike, we have Coach Mike with us every week. Let's bring Coach Mike on into the show. And Coach Mike, how you doing?
Hey, everybody. I'm doing really well. It's not super hot here, only about 102. So we're making do. We're making do.
102, and you say not super hot?
Nah, that's nothing.
Well, I tell you what, I live near Baltimore, and it was like 99, 97 most days last week. and that was hot, and it was humid, and it took a while for the car to cool off. But it's 102, and it's not too bad. Okay, whatever works for you. Whatever works for you, Coach
You
Mike.
get used to stuff. And hey, I was born in Arizona. Come on, you know.
Oh,
Now
that's
that is a
You're a
different kind of
California
heat.
guy, Mike. Come
What?
on. You're a California guy. You're
I
from
spent well over 30 years in California, Northern California, but I spent 10 years. My first 10 years there were in Southern Cal, and it's a different kind of heat there than it is in Northern
Right.
Cal.
Right.
And you know that, John, from being in San Jose. So
all right. I'll tell you what, I'm going to back out. John, you and Coach Mike go ahead and talk a little bit. I'll join you back in a couple of minutes.
Mike, what is the coolest thing about RT real time this week that you got for us?
all right. Well, I've got several things that I wanted to try to make make everybody aware, and we have some exciting things going on with we'll leave this for another day, a drug discount card on steroids. It's unbelievable. It's totally free to anybody that would like to get it. You just have to get a hold of me. What I want to talk about today is the real-time pain relief products, which are an ingredient-based therapy to reduce pain levels. It's made from nature's ingredients. It's manufactured in the heartland of the USA in Oklahoma. It works fast. It's good enough to wear in public. And what do I mean by that? It doesn't have that very offensive, heavy menthol smell. It won't stain your clothes, and it's a better alternative than some of the pain pills that they're giving out there, let alone some of these acetaminophetamines, all that kind of stuff. If you take excesses of that stuff, you're going to have problems with your stomach. So just be aware of what you're taking. Call me for a consult. All it's going to do is cost you the cost of the phone call to get some input from me. I've been doing this for the past 13 years. The original product is what we sold for the better part of about 15, 16 of the 24 years that we've been around. We've been around since 1998.
Cool.
The original cream had 17 different ingredients. The key, the main base product I mentioned last month was aloe vera, but there's a number of other key ones in there. One of the things that we do use menthol, but not the heavy amounts that all the competitors use. We use no more than 1.5% of the total mix. It's a proprietary formula that we've been doing and tweaking for many years. And then when we decided to broaden the what we were doing, we came out with some stuff that was a little less potent. We got some that's very potent. In fact, one of our products called the Max, which I'll discuss in another week, the Max has been endorsed by the professional bull riders. And they have a little bit of pain.
No pain. Those guys got no pain.
No pain, yeah. No pain, no gain, yeah. So,
Mike, real quick, this is a question that's probably going to be out of left field, or as far as the bull riding area. How many of your 5-star reviews about the products would you say are 5-star? I mean, what percent? 90, 95?
I couldn't tell you a percent, John, but we have thousands of testimonials or reviews in all different venues. I know that I've been an award winner on Alignable and a couple of the other things for the personal testimonials for me and on the products. They are fabulous products and doing a great job for a lot of people. I've only had 2 incidents in my past 13 years where somebody ended up being allergic to one of the ingredients.
Okay.
Go figure. That's going to happen every once in a while.
Yeah.
But anybody ever have any questions or would like a quick consult? It only takes a few minutes for me to give you some guidance on what I would consider to be something that could work for you. And it doesn't matter what kind of pain. It could be from the top of your head to your toes, and I'll be able to help you out.
So let's blow up Mike's inbox for his email or his bat phone. Let's blow up either one of them.
There you go. Thank you very much. And my tagline is, John?
Rub it on and the pain be gone.
Thank you very much.
You got it. Checks in the mail.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks
Our
for
pleasure.
being here, and it's good to see you every week right here on the Referral Source. Thank you so much for being here, Coach Mike. And again, if you want to get in touch with Coach Mike, his information's right there on the screen. There's this number that's 925-323-1093, and you can send him an email at askcoachmike822, askcoachmike822 at gmail.com.
Rub it on.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Take care.
Rub it on. The pain is gone.
All right. Thank you, Coach Mike. So John, tell us about, go ahead and introduce our guest we have. We have James Shockley. We'll bring him on the screen. Let's bring him on now. And you go ahead and introduce James, and you and I will have some conversation. Go ahead.
James, welcome to the forum. I met James networking and met him the old-fashioned way, and he's got a super product. I couldn't wait to get him on, and I am a client, and I can't wait to start utilizing his service to help other folks out there, and wanted to bring it on so that other folks knew about it. So if they were so inclined to like ramp up their business, they can do that with what James offers. Welcome, James.
Thanks, guys, for having me. Appreciate it.
James, it's good to have you here. And John just said he can't wait to become a client of yours to help ramp up his business like you've helped others. So tell us, what do you do?
Well, so, I've been doing marketing, for about 8 years now, all on my own. I started my first agency when I was 19. And, I always noticed a common issue with a lot of my clients is a lot of the intake of how they acquired leads was really all over the place, right? You would run a paid ad, you get leads into an inbox, or, you're DMing people on Instagram, you're going networking, you're getting organic website traffic to your business, but it's really hard to organize all of that. And sure, there's pipelines and different solutions out there currently, but it's tough for a small business sometimes. And, what I've also found is a lot of people want things set up for them, actually. So what I've developed is actually a solution where I automate your lead and customer nurturing through automated text messaging. So what I do is I break down exactly how you bring in leads, and then I create smart response sequences that can automate your booking appointments. I can automate vetting prospects. So, if you waste some time on calls with prospects, I can eliminate those calls for you. Everything organizes into one really seamless, easy to use platform where you can manage your text messages, your Instagram DMs, your emails, your Facebook messages, all within one place, right? And we can actually start to learn more about your prospect based on how they answer. We can tag specific responses that they reply and be able to further target market to them. So what I've been seeing in the evolution of marketing is you really want to own your customer nowadays, right? Because every time you're bringing a customer to your website, think about it. You're now paying Facebook again to retarget them to convert. Now you're giving Facebook more money, right? So with this solution, we want them to opt in. Let's get them as a customer. Let's nurture them from within, and let's send automated sequences to assist in the sales process. So actually, with John,
is that AI? Is that AI or some form of that or not?
It is a combination of a slight AI, but a lot of it is back-end sequence building. We've developed a really unique way of building almost a messaging wireframe, right, with interactive different messages that can actually lead the sales process and literally automate your sales process almost. Like, for example, with John's business, how he has the automated voicemail machine or the on-hold machine, right? We've actually figured out a system that's going to literally automate his entire demo and client booking process through the use of automated text messaging.
And that's why you're here, so that other people can learn about that and replicate that for you. And I've got a referral for you. Just somebody I was on the phone with today.
Awesome.
Hook you guys up because he's similar to what I've got. It's not the same thing, but what you've got will knock it out of the park for him. Yeah.
Sweet. Awesome.
So, James, let me ask you this, and after this, we're gonna take a quick break, and after break, it'll be you and John talking for a minute. So, first, I'm gonna ask two questions. First, I want to make sure that folks that are watching right now and they're saying, "I need to get in touch with that guy."
Yeah.
What's the website or anything? How can they get in touch with you? So that's for the folks that are early watching right now that are thinking, "I want to get in touch with you." How do they do it?
Yeah, it's just marketingmate.com, and then it's james@marketingmate.com. And we're working on some cool little demo features. So in a few weeks, I'll have some text-in options, and it'll be really cool. It'll be an interactive demo, actually.
We'll bring you back on the Monday that bad boy is ready to rock.
Sweet. I've been working on it endlessly.
Right.
So
that's marketingmate.com, and your direct email is james@marketingmate.com. One more question before.
Real quickly before you do that. So for the folks in Australia, what would that be? Would that be Marketing Mike?
Marketing Friend, yeah, pretty much.
So,
you guys haven't even seen the full brand scope of what I've got behind the scenes. No one's seen anything yet.
We haven't seen it, huh?
I play off it quite a bit.
All right, right on. So now let me ask you this, and then we'll take a quick break. When it comes to marketing and all the tools that you're talking about, and all the things that you and your company can do, what's like the biggest mistake or the biggest thing that companies aren't doing that they really should do when it comes to the sales process? Give us some education on something that folks just they just missed the boat. When you look at stuff, you go, "Oh, come on, you should have been at least doing this." What would that be?
That's such a great question. One of the biggest things is when you bring in leads. I'm going to reverse it, right? Think about when you want to get in touch with a company, right? And think about how frustrating it is when you can't get a hold of them, right? Within a few days, right? Like you obviously want their service, but then 2 days later, you get a message back, "Hey, what's a good time to talk?" You go back and forth, you're 5 emails deep, and you still you haven't gained any more information. So companies really lack that, right? And there's a statistic out there where it's some ridiculous number where it's like, if you can book an appointment within the first 5 minutes of acquiring a lead or prospect, your chances of conversion is over 300% higher to convert them because you're more fresh in their mind, right? So what my system is doing is when that lead comes in, I am immediately getting them on your calendar. And if you don't want them right on your calendar and you were like, I want to make sure they're the perfect person for me, we'll set up the vetting sequence for you where it's like 1 to 3 questions where they have to pass the answers. And then I say, "Hey, let's book a call then," and we schedule a call.
All right, right on. We're going to take a quick break. And as soon as we come out of break, John and James, you guys will talk a bit. I'm Leon Thomas. You're watching The Referral Source with John Waller.
You're watching The Referral Source with John Waller. The Referral Source can help you grow your business by exposing you to people that can send business your way. Many business owners try to get it done by themselves. Email campaigns, social media posts, and old-fashioned cold calls might work, but there's nothing like a referral. By being a guest on The Referral Source, you're exposing yourself to John's wide net of contacts. And by watching The Referral Source, you will see a featured business and think about who you could refer to that business. The Referral Source is a win-win all around. If you would like to feature your business on The Referral Source by advertising or being a guest on the show, contact John Waller via email at theonholdguy@gmail.com. You can watch The Referral Source live each Monday at 3:30 Eastern on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook. You'll also see replays during the week. And now, back to more of The Referral Source.
Hey, John.
Sir, I love what you're doing. I just really gravitated to the first time you mentioned it to me. I was like all in. It was like, let's set this bad boy up.
Yeah. I'm excited to show you it. I was actually working on your first script this morning. So yeah.
Great service. Really cool. love being able to send the demo out to that phone number and have people reach out to fill it. It's awesome. It's really cool.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And that's our goal is to really be able to build a solution for any business, right? I've been the fractional CMO for a lot of different businesses and have worked with hundreds of different clients, and really the thought that I've really developed is I believe that there's a way to market anything, right? And it's just by trial and error of doing so. And that's kind of the mentality I brought into this is I believe there's a way to automate almost any business in this way to further benefit them and help them.
Especially the technology we've got at our fingertips. I mean, so I'm hoping you'll reach out to all the different 8 M3 link groups that are out there that you can reach out to, by the internet, be able to get in front of that many more people versus just picking up the phone. Yeah,
exactly.
So let me ask you this, James. In terms of referrals, how did you meet John Waller?
So we attend similar events called M3 Linked. It's a great community. There's virtual events every week. I've found it brings a lot of value. It's sometimes going to a networking event is pretty hit or miss. I'd say we've all been there, and M3 is consistently very good, and that's where we met.
Okay, so you met.
What it does is what I love about it is it tees you up before you do your 30-second elevator pitch. Somebody else tees you up and edifies you, and then you get to talk. It's just amazing. Yeah. Technology these days, you've got to take advantage of it. You just really have to do that versus going out in public and maybe getting COVID-19 again. Just use the technology. That's what I want to mention is next month, I'm taking my portion of the referral source on the road. The wife and I are going back to Florida, where you are, James. We're going back. We're going to be doing this on the 15th and 22nd, virtually on the road, either from the car or a Starbucks or whatever. But my portion of this bad boy will be on the road.
Yeah. So, James, tell me about a big customer or client win. Don't mention the name unless it's legal for you to do so. But tell me about a big win that's either a referral that you got that turned into something really good, or a client that contacted you and they listened to what you said, embraced what you asked them to do, and they're having some cool success. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, I would have to say my biggest win is my first sale ever. It was when I was in college, and it was for $1,251. It was to run a Snapchat geo filter for a bar at my college town. And, that was the first time that I, created something that produced money. And I just always remember looking at the check and just thinking wow, I was able to create this and, provide value. And I ended up producing millions of impressions for that bar over the course of the year. I introduced that was my kind of catalyst into, my marketing career and got me started and just so interested in marketing.
Yeah.
How much do you think you created for them from that, roughly?
Sorry, what was that?
What kind of an ROI did you create for them?
Well, so the real ROI, it was more top-based impression, right? But what I was doing was Snapchat was so big at the time that everyone was taking pictures. What I was able to do was now turn all those pictures into advertisements for the bar and restaurant. So we were able to capitalize on a photo that previously they weren't utilizing, right? So we were turning this picture that someone was taking into an advertisement for us. So I've always tried to think very innovative when it comes to, marketing strategies, because no one was really doing it at the time. And that's kind of where I got my start.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
About that. That's awesome. That's huge.
Yeah. And so, again, if someone wants to get in touch with you, they can go to the website. That's marketingmate.com. But your email is james@marketingmate.com. Now, I have one more question I have to ask you. You said you did geo filtering. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Now, I only know like 2 filters, 3 filters: air conditioning filter, cabin air filter and oil filter. What is it? What is this GL filter? Now keep it simple for me. Now listen, I was a sport management major, so keep it simple.
Talk to you like you're 5. That's why I always tell my kids.
Right.
So let's say you're in Philadelphia, right? You take a picture. I'm from Philadelphia. You take a picture on Snapchat, so you know what Snapchat is, right? You share pictures. You would swipe left, and a graphic would appear on the screen, right? So it would identify you're in Philly. It'd be a fun graphic, right? So what you could do is you could actually create your own graphic for your own business, right? So if you noticed a lot of people were taking pictures, we could now create a filter where we would geo-fence it virtually around your location. And then anytime someone entered into the area, you could take a picture in there on Snapchat and use their filter. When you would send it out to your story, hundreds, thousands of people would view it, and then we can track those analytics. We were doing this back in 2016, so this is before Instagram stories were even a thing. So it was back in kind of the heyday of Snapchat, but then to evolve, as a marketer, you have to evolve with the trends, and that's where I noticed Instagram was going. So that's when I started my actual digital marketing agency, which was Social Movement Media, and then now I'm seeing trends into the text messaging space and all of that. So I'm always going with the trends here.
I like it. James, it's been great having you on a Referral Source. Remember, as John said, you're going to come back when the new demo and all those things roll out, right?
Really
so you're going to come back. Now, this is live right now, but there's also a recorded version of this. So we have you on record as saying you're coming back.
I'm coming back. Don't worry.
You're coming back. And you coming back has nothing to do with the Phillies winning a game or winning a World Series or anything like that, right? It's not dependent on anything, right?
No.
All right.
I wouldn't put my chances in Jalen.
Right on. James Shockley, thank you. Thank you for being a guest on the Referral
it.
Source. Thank you so much for being here. John, another great Referral Source. Excellent guest. And we're back, let's see, next week. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. John, thanks for another good show. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll be back in August 1.
Yep, right on, next week. I'm Leon Thomas. He's John Waller. You just watched an episode of The Referral Source. We're here every Monday, 3:30 Eastern. Looking forward to having you watch next week. And if you would like to be a guest on The Referral Source, all you do is just send an email to John Waller. His email address is theonholdguy@gmail.com. Once again, I'm Leon Thomas. Thanks for watching The Referral Source. We'll see you next week. Take care.
Thanks for watching The Referral Source with John Waller. The Referral Source airs each Monday at 3:30 on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. We'll see you next week on The Referral Source.